What up, YouTube? BrokeFarmer back for another live on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. And this is what I like to call the Super Sunday Garden Show. And I like to start all these lives off with a little inspirational word, if you don't mind. So, the inspirational word for this week is lotion season. I'm going to repeat that. It's lotion season, y'all. You know, when it was in the summer and spring and it was too hot to put on lotion because it just, you know what I mean? Well, it's officially lotion season. That means it's cold, you get ashy, your skin get dry. Put some lotion on. Hey, it don't matter what kind of lotion, put some lotion on. You know, if you got to get mineral oil or, you know, baby oil, whatever work for you, depending on your degree of ashiness or dry skinness, whatever it is. It's just that time of the season where you got to put a little moisturizer on your body. It's like sandpaper if you don't. That's all I'm saying. So that's my that's my word for today. Go get them. All right, y'all. So let's start out by speaking to a couple of people. And first off, can y'all hear me well? Can y'all hear me? No, let's. Yeah, can y'all hear me? Can y'all? If you can't see me, then you can't see me doing this. You know what I mean? So can you see me and can you hear me? Can somebody let me know? Can you let me know? Can you hear me or you see me before I keep going on and on? Is this thing on? Check, check, check. 1, 2. All right, let's see. GT said, yes, we can hear and see. GT Junior in the building. What's going on, GT Junior? Grows in Alaska, baby. Let's get rolling. You can hear and see me? Okay. Shirley OG Garden in the building. What's up, Shirley OG Garden? Say it was 17. Good Lord, 17 degrees. Guess not gardening outside today. Big facts. Big facts. You probably won't be gardening today, y'all. Probably won't be gardening. It's okay, though. It's okay. I got some ideas for things you can do when it's too cold to garden outside, y'all. I got ideas. Shirley OG said, bro, hello, still on ice? Well, look, I picked up some blackberry rose. I'm not impressed. Not impressed. Yeah, I won't buy that no more. That's a bad idea. Pescatarian Gardener in the building. What's up, Pescatarian Gardener? Glad to have you in here. My Renaissance Grandma in the building. Glad to have you in here. G Mama grows it. Well, I want to say G Mama grows it. I'm just gonna say G Mama grows in the building. What's up, G Mama grows? Say hello, BrokeFarmer Internet cousins. Zone 6A is definitely in the building. Glad to have you in here. G Mama says she can hear and see me. Cool beans. Happy Mac in the building. What's up, Happy Mac? Said blessed Sunday, y'all. Colder than a well digger's butt here. Dude, I hear you. D Jones in the building. Say happy Sunday broken internet cut. What's up, D? Glad to have you in here. J3GS Farm in the building. What's up, J3? Now look, I need y'all to do me a favor. We talk about cold temps and a whole bunch of stuff. Let me know how cold it's supposed to get tonight. What's y'all nighttime temp supposed to be? And y'all gardeners, so y'all should know off the top of your head because you follow the weather, right? You follow the weather patterns, right? Or do you? Now, you know, gardeners, we're supposed to know what the weather is. We're supposed to be on a first name basis with the weatherman. All right. So let's start out by saying what our nighttime tips gonna be. But the whole thing about this is it's cold. We ain't gonna do as much gardening. What we gonna do with that free time, y'all? We got all this free time on our hand. You got to do something with this free time, y'all. Are you just gonna waste this time and sit on the inside and eat donuts all day, what are you gonna do with your time? We're gonna talk about it. As always, I got some ideas. I got a couple of ideas that might help out. Saw the Soul Homestead in the building. Beautiful picture y'all have. Beautiful picture. GT Jr. said, what? 36-30. That look like an NPK ratio for lawn fertilizer, dude. 36-30. 36 the high? Good Lord. GT, what kind of jackets y'all gotta? Y'all gotta have a bison skin jacket to stay cool or warm out there. Good Lord. G Mama Grove said 20 degrees tonight, zone 6-8. Well, look, I'm at 8-8, but it's supposed to get down 27 degrees. So even the plants that I got in the greenhouse, I'm gonna cover those up. I don't know. I just want to be real careful. It got down to 20. No, it's supposed to be 29 tonight. It got down to 27 about a week ago, and I had a couple leaves turn brown, and I'm just gonna be careful with these. I'm gonna cover up everything in the greenhouse. I don't have a heat source out there yet. I'm working on it. I want to run electricity to it, but y'all know how that money goes. Money tighter than a, you know what I'm talking about. Having max at gonna be a low 18 night. 18 tonight, not horrible. Good Lord, that is horrible. That's really horrible. What? 18 low? Okay. Huh? If you like it, I love it. But man, 18 degrees, man. Shoot, we leaving the faucet dripping. We checking for the mailman, make sure he ain't broke down nowhere. Cheryl Faulkner in the building. What's up, Cheryl Faulkner? Glad to have you in here. Soil to Soul Homestead say repairs are around the homestead. That's a good idea to use your time wisely. Country Hustle 101 in the building. Say hello, everyone. What's good, bro? I'm good, Country Hustle. It's Sunday. It's the Super Sunday chat, y'all. I'm a little excited. You know how I get excited. I get to talking a lot, and I get to talking live. But it's what I do. I'm your cousin. I'm that cousin. It's just how I am. It's just him. That's all I'm saying. Ed Wanda A in the building. Say, hey there, bro, and everyone in the chat. What's up, Ed Wanda? Glad to have you in here. Janice in the building. Say, hey, broken chat. It was about 11. Did you say 11 degrees last night? It's on 5B. It'll be warmer tonight. About 20 degrees. Loud. What kind of jacket y'all got down there, Janice? Because prayers out to Janice, y'all. Big prayers out to Janice, y'all. It is cold over there. J3GS said, my free time yelling at grandchildren to tell them stop yelling. Look here, man. Somebody got to do it, J3. Somebody got to yell at these grandchildren. And I'm glad you're the man for it. We all speaking, we all family here, we all speak to everybody. The front porch gardener in the building. Glad to have you in here, front porch. Steffi's Garden in the building. Hey, Steffi Garden, how you doing? Glad to have you over here. TLC in the garden in the building. What's up, TLC? Having Max said about 5 years ago, nearly every day of February was lower than 20. Did you say negative 20? Never want to see that again. Ooh, boy. Dude, if it was negative 20 degrees here for the whole month, I'm moving. It's a wrap. You can have everything up. It's over. My Renaissance grandma said low tonight, 19. Ooh. That's that bump. Look, 19 degrees. I'm calling into work, y'all. Down coats for days. It got to be some kind of coat. Good Lord. Did I miss anybody? Did I get everybody? I got everybody. How about that? I'm off to a great start, y'all. And look, it's gonna be an open and honest discussion, as you know. I bring up topics, we talk about it. It's a back and forth conversation. That's what it is. I'm just not out here just talking to this computer. It's me and you interacting on it. First thing, garden plan for next year. With all the free time you're gonna have, looking at them them weather patterns y'all got, you're not going outside gardening. Let's start that. Yeah. So the garden plan for next year, yeah. Are y'all building the soil up for next year? Are y'all putting down organic matter or compost or whatever you feel like you need in your garden that you're going to lack it this year? Are y'all starting to put that stuff down? Are y'all starting to get your fertilizer game together, figuring out what you need for the next year? Are you figuring out what went wrong and how you going to change it? Let me know. Let me know. Pescatarian Garden said at a red light, hello chat, 42 is the low. You balling in 42 the low. Dude, 27 degrees here. Don't get me wrong. After this night, it's going to be in the 40s for a low, which is pretty good. On average, it's usually 65 degrees. The high and the low is usually 40, which is good for fall. It's good temps. G Mama say, I got my long coat on. I don't even think I own a long coat. If it's that cold, I just stay in the house. I give up on that. TLC says, wait, it's 26 degrees right now, and we got an inch of snow. TLC, where you at? TLC in the garden, let me know where you at and what your zone is. Because I'm like, what are you growing? Cheryl Farton say, on warm days, I go outside. I don't know, man. Some of these temps, y'all make me not want to go out. Stephen Garden says, still gardening outside. Yeah, I am too, but if it get cold in this, I'm getting it up. Having Max said, I got myself a new notebook, my dream garden plant and plans. I need a diversified orchard. Happy Mac. Now, first off, look, you talking to your boy, bro. Now, when you go to talking about orchards, look at him. We can talk about fruit trees all day. What you want, Happy Mac? Tell me what you're looking for, and I'm pretty sure I've seen it on one of these 10,000 websites online that shop for fruit trees. That's what I do. Let me know. Soul to Soul said, we're trying to finish building our garden for next year. There you go. Have a plan. Batman with Arthur Butler. Batman, you in here. Learning every day. Hey, cousin, bro. What up, Art? G-Mom said, I'm doing green manure this season. I've noticed keeping my pots active, I have better harvest. Big facts. Big facts. You time. Yes, it's a mess garden in the building. Say, what's up, BrokeFarmer in chat? What up? Lynette Lawrence in the building. What's up, Lynette? Glad to have you in here. Front Porch Garden said, well, when it warms up, LOL tomorrow, I'm going to top off all my empty pots with compost and leaves. There you go. And fun fact about compost, I think I've been using compost wrong. I've been doing research on it, and compost is a top dressing. It's a top dressing. Compost is not meant to be mixed with the soil. I'm going to tell you where I get this from. I think the guy name is Gary from Gary's Laguna Hills Nursery or whatever. But he had a little seminar or whatever you do live on Saturday. And he said, if we are trying to imitate nature, in nature, the leaves and limbs fall to the ground and it is consumed in the earth. So if we're trying to emulate nature, your compost and all that stuff should just be a top dressing on your soil. I've been mixing it in my potting soil and all kind of stuff. And when he said that, it started to make sense. Just top with your compost. It's going to work down. You don't have to work it in. It's soil. The soil is going to absorb all the nutrients and everything. So that was a big eye opener to me. Big eye opener. Mad Cow in the building. Glad to have you here, Mad Cow. Happy Max, I failed miserably with Manchurian bush apricot, but I'm fool enough to try it again. Manchurian bush apricot. Now, I have no idea what that is, Happy Max. I know what an apricot is, of course, but I've never heard of that variety. Look, man, try it again. If you had it in pots, put it in the ground. No. I don't know. Try it again, man. Put it in a pot and put it in the sunny area and see what happens. Yes, it's a mess. 69 degree right now in Houston. I just harvested a salad. Okay. I think if everybody watched my video last time, which I hope you did, I just harvested bok choy, and I'm gonna be cooking it with some shrimp. So in my comments said it. I look fuzzy looking at myself. I'm probably not. But somebody said that they use their bok choy for shrimp and bok choy, where they saute their bok choy, and I'm gonna try it. I bought some shrimp. I'm gonna definitely try that. Whoever said that, if you in here, I sure appreciate you. G Mama Grow said green manure can be a cover crop that's cut down into it like so. Oh, okay. You're not, my bad. You ain't even talking to me. Felicia's box in the building. What's up, Felicia? Glad to have you in here. Barb Brown in the building. What's up, Barb Brown? Say hello, broken everyone. Tim here this morning was I think you forgot to put a number in. You said 0 degrees to -1 with the winds. 5B68. Look, Barb, move. Barb, move. You tougher than me, dude. I don't even know what I would do in that situation. I definitely wouldn't be going outside. So big up you, Barb, for you toughing it out, because you are way tougher than I am. Shortcake 39,553. 39,553. Dun, 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 dun. If you know, you know. In the building. Glad to have you and say good afternoon, BrokeFarmer. Chat, that lesson is dependent upon your soil type. If it's clay-based, you want the compost mixed into the soil. Wait, I read too fast. The lesson dependent upon your soil type. If it's clay-based, yeah, if you got clay, you want to mix the compost into the soil. Good point, Shortcake. If you're trying to amend your clay soil, then it's cool to mix compost into the soil, because you're trying to amend the soil for planting. Because, yeah, you're definitely right. But I was just talking about, I should have been more specific. You are definitely correct. In my pots that just have regular potting soil, I had been mixing that compost in soil. And when I heard the guy say that, sometimes you hear something and it just clicks in your mind, like, oh man, that makes so much sense. So going forward, that's how we definitely will use it, just as a top dressing. But good point Shortcake made. If you are trying to amend your clay soil where it's more workable and easier, yeah, you definitely want to mix that compost into the soil. That's what I'm talking about. Look, that's what we have. Shortcake, come on. Tell your husband we cousin. Tell him we cousin. Come on. Appreciate you. That's what I'm talking about. That's a good, open and honest conversation. That's what I be talking about. Lynette Lawrence say, I was forced to emulate nature due to my disability. That's how I found top dressing would work. So I'm glad you said that. Yeah, it definitely will work. Oh, and for everybody just coming in, today is officially lotion season. I know in the summer and spring months it's too hot to put on lotion, but it is officially lotion season. So if you are going out today, please put some lotion on. Cover up your ashiness and your dry skin with a little lotion. Whatever brand is cool with you, Dollar Tree, sell it, go for it. But it is officially lotion season. So if you are officially in the grocery store, your hands are ashy, you have been warned. If you wash your hands twice a day, it will be like sandpaper when you go outside. I'm just a messenger. Don't you shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you what it is. I didn't make this up. Miss Native Cherokee 70 in the building. What's up, Miss Native? Say hey to all in the chat at BrokeFarmer. What's up, Miss Native? Glad to have you in here. Hands in the dirt in the building. Look at I just had on my hands in the dirt merch yesterday. I think I did a video. Yeah, my last video I had the hands in the dirt merch. If you don't know, go over to the hands in the dirt and get some of that 55555, man. I mean, Stacy, put your pinky finger out, baby. That 5 merch that Stacy got over there. Can't go wrong. And look, it's warm. Let me stop for a minute. I had Stacy. I don't know what make Stacy merch out, but it was really, really warm. I don't know if it was Tuscan lamb skin or German Shepherd fur. I don't know. I don't know what that was, but I mean, it was warm. I was outside yesterday. It was in the 50s. I didn't feel nothing. So, Stacy, if they're making your merch out of German Shepherd fur, it's some good German Shepherd fur, man. I appreciate you, but appreciate you. Yes, it's a mess, garden. So I got bok choy growing. Look here, man. I only grew the green bok choy last year, and when I say it was delicious, oh my god, I ate so much of it raw that I probably only sauteed it like one time. So I grew a whole lot this year, so you can so I can really see which one I want to do all the time. But I think I'm gonna go with the salad because I think I'm gonna mix some tat soy into my salad with the bok choy because I really like the tat soy taste. Yeah. Chat got away from me. Yeah, my bad. I'm running my mouth. Well, that's kind of what I do online. Maria Graham in the building. What's up, Maria Graham? Glad to have you in here. And hold on, y'all. Let me. Something I wanted to do last time. I can't. It's something that I wanted to do, but I can't do it. I can't do what I want to do. Okay. Miss Queen T is in the building. Dude, you got the perfect name. You got the perfect name. Shouts out to Miss Queen T in the building. It comes along with a name. I can't miss it. It comes in the name. Okay. Let me see. Make sure I didn't miss nobody. And of course I did. Growing with Hudson in the building. One of the OGs of the BrokeFarmer channel. Been rocking with him. Growing out the box in the building. One of my favorite YouTubers. I think we all know that. Growing out the box. Great guy. Great channel. The Educated Natural in the building. Glad to have you in Educated Natural. I think we got everybody. I'm finna. Nope. My Canadian cousin in the building. Canadian Pride Get Outdoors. If you don't know who it is, get over there and see about him. Now, let me see. I keep trying to do this. I'm awful at this stuff. I don't know. I'm trying to do something, but I can't do it. I semi-suck at technology. Yeah. He puts lotion on the skin. There we go. I knew I missed somebody. Denise Backyard Garden in the building. Say happy Sunday, broken cuzzos. All right, can I get to the bottom? Am I at the bottom? Veggie Farm Garden in the building. Glad to have you in here. Cassandra's South Fulton Garden in the building. What's up, Cassandra? Now look, something else. With all this free time, a couple ideas I got. Yeah, couple ideas I got. Learn something new, man. We're gonna be in the house all day. Learn something new. Couple things that I might look into. I might crocheting. Best Yet Journey and TT's Urban Pantry and Gina versus Gina. They have a crocheting channel, and they do a lot of crocheting. Dude, crocheting is an awesome thing to do. I might get into crocheting. Also, canning. Canning is a great thing to do with all this downtime. So, because your boy BrokeFarmer can't cook. I am awful. I just can't cook. I don't focus enough to wait on something to get ready. You know what I mean? I kind of got old man ADHD where I'm always moving. I can't stand still. So those are the things I'm gonna work on. Now y'all let me know: crocheting, canning, sewing, or cooking. What would y'all like to see me try to master on this channel? Let me know. Crocheting, canning, sewing, or cooking. Let me see where I left off at. There we go. New Art Garden in the building. What's up, New Art? Say, hey, internet cousin, other cousin, just popping in for support on my way back to church. Be blessed. Look, be blessed and send out a little prayer out for all of us. Have to catch y'all later. This headache is kicking my butt. Have a good one, y'all. All right, GT, man, I hope you feel better. Let me see. I keep trying to look. Y'all give me 1 second. I'm trying to get something done, and I can't seem to do it. I don't know why I can't do this. What am I doing wrong? Yeah, I'm go to can't do it. I don't know. I'm gonna give up on it. What I missed? Did I miss anybody? Lala Texas 88 in the building. What's up, Lala? How's everybody? Soil to Soul Homestead say we make skincare products. Do you have anything for really dry skin? I have really dry skin. Let me know in the chat. Do you have anything for really dry skin? Growing out the box say I just finished working on my son's car outside in the cold. I didn't get the memo on the lotion until just now. Look, I meant to email you about it. Dude, look here. And the reason I say that, because I don't think everybody made the transition from the summer to the fall, because they still think, you know, the no lotion rule is still in effect. No. Anytime the temps drop below 6 degrees on a regular basis, is officially lotion season. Officially. Canadian Pride get outdoors. So I tried to crochet, really wanted to make a winter hat, but gave up. Dude, after just one hat, oh my God. Come on, man. You got to get out of those to try. Cooking. That is something I feel like I should be able to do at my age. I'm pretty old and can't cook. That is sad. I don't know. I might get a little dabble, y'all. I might get a little dabble. I had to do a lot earlier, been busy and sick at the same time, but we don't have time to fully stop. No. You slow down, but you got to take a little time for yourself. I know everybody got 1,000 things they need to get done, but take you 3-4 hours for you every day. Find some way to carve out 2 hours in your day. If it's nothing else but going to bed early and waking up extra early so you can have an extra hour to yourself before work or before you got to get your chores done or whatever. But find an hour or two that just belong to you. It's only for you. It'll help your life. I guarantee it. Canning. Now that's an interesting one that I want to learn how to do. I keep thinking buying a counter. I'm this close to buying a counter. So that would work exactly what I was thinking about. Cooking. Janice Atkinson, builder. What's up, Janice? Glad to have you in here. Canning. Okay. I think cooking winning so far. Cheryl Faulkner. Canning and cooking. Okay. Cooking. Okay. Shortcake say would be amazing and awesome to see you. Crocheting would be amazing and awesome to see. All right. I'm gonna tell you why I want to crochet. I'm gonna tell you why. Canadian Pride get outdoors just say making a hat. I wouldn't mind crocheting my own hat. I think that would be cool. I wouldn't mind crocheting for other people. I think I would crochet more for gift giving, and crocheting to me just seems so relaxing, and you know what I mean? I got to think when you crocheting, you're not thinking about nothing else. I just think it'll be a great relaxation tool that you get something, you get an end product out of the relaxation. So I'm really interested in that. Cooking. Yeah, I gotta learn how to cook, y'all. No matter if I do something else, I'm gonna learn how to cook, y'all. D. Jones say cooking, you growing the food. And there's some things I do try to cook now. Shots out to turf therapy. I don't know if you're in here, but turf therapy, I can message turf therapy and ask him. Well, I used to ask him a lot of cooking questions. He gave me his input on it, which was very helpful. So I did start trying to do a little stuff here and there. So I'm gonna do better. One virtuous woman and one vigilant watchman in the building. Say blessings and BrokeFarmer and everyone. Glad to have you in here. Let me see. Joseph B said, try sowing, good luck. G Bone Girl said, canning will be helpful for your gardening experience. That's what I'm thinking. But cooking would also help too. Cooking and canning. I think they winning right now. Cooking and canning. Elwana said lotion memo growing at the bottom. Growing at the bottom. Look, if y'all wonder what the lotion thing is, I just reiterated that it's official lotion season. So if you live in a climate that gets below 60 degrees, it's officially lotion season. Lotion up. Stop going in Kroger with your hands looking like sandpaper. You've been warned. Come on, y'all. Cooking and canning. All right. Definitely gonna learn how to cook. So I'm just gonna add another one to it. It's gonna be crocheting. It might be canning. Canadian Pride Get Outdoors. So I think you should get into canning preserver. Will give you something to do with your garden trees or on sale stuff to last longer through harder time. But let me tell you what I'm thinking about doing. Those freeze dry, I'm thinking about putting one on layaway. I don't know if it's gonna take 2 years to pay off, but I think I want to put a freeze dry on layaway. I'm just gonna go into Walmart and see can I put one on layaway. You put everything else on layaway. How come I can't put a freeze dry on layaway? Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna try to pay for it outright. The next backyard garden say, but I'm crocheting a blanket right now. And that's cool. That's cool. That's what I just want. Somebody to call me on the phone and say, bro, what you doing? Yeah, I'm just crocheting this Atlanta Falcons throw blanket, just for when it get cold. You know what I mean? You want one? That's a cool conversation. Shirley OG Garden said, did you finish the master class yet? I'm all done with my master gardening class. I've completed the program. Bang, 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 bang. And I'm tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a video on my honest opinion of those master gardening classes. Very honest opinion on those classes. Some people ain't gonna like it, but I'm gonna be super honest about how I feel about it. J3GS Farm said, brother, I love to see you crochet. I'm gonna crochet. I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna learn to cook. I already know that with my downtime. But I'm very interested in crocheting. I think that is an awesome thing. Gardening with Princess in the building. Glad to have you in. Gardening with Princess. I meant to go. Let me know, Gardening with Princess. Do you have a channel? Because I think Gardening with Princess came up in my feed, and I didn't get over there. So let me know, Gardening with Princess. Let me know if you have a channel. Short K said, I have multiple mini lotion bottles in every room and go bag and console. I hear you. Look, I just got one big tub of lotion that I got from the Dollar Tree. You know the big tub? I think it's called y'all know the Dollar Tree lotion. Don't act bougie on me. But the big thing you get from $1, that's one of the greatest deals at Dollar Tree. It's probably $2 now because everything that went up at Dollar Tree. Yellow Door Urban Homestead in the building. Now, If y'all don't know, Yellow Door Urban Homestead thinking about doing her first live ever. I want y'all to encourage Yellow Door Urban Homestead to go ahead and do it. Cause we all gonna be there. Everybody in this chat gonna go over there to Yellow Door Urban Homestead and we're gonna watch it live. So y'all let's encourage it. Just give some encouraging words. Just say do it. Say this ain't no Nike commercial, but just do it. Happy Max, I'm cheap. I get the industrial side lotion, jar of Vaseline, and a half cup of olive oil. Use a garden mixer to blend. Ooh, that sounds good though. I bet that'll get the job done. Okay. Garden with Princess said, my dad learned how to crochet when he was 15 years old, LOL. I think that's a good skill. Whoa. High turf therapy. Turf therapy in here? Wait a minute. Am I that far behind on the check? Man, why y'all didn't tell my guy turf therapy in him? Growing out the box, I can rock with the song there, BrokeFarmer. I have 2 industrial machines for auto upholstery. Now, fun fact, I've dabbled in sewing before. Growing up, we had a sewing machine in our house. So I've sewn stuff like pillows and stuff like that. You know, the simple one where you stitch it, flip it inside out, and put the cotton in there. Joseph B says, sew yourself a hood. Look, I don't need it. I got my guy Canadian Pride get outdoors, do some of the firest hoodies ever. And if y'all don't know, I love hoodies, y'all. It's just something about hoodie season. Not only is it lotion season, it is also hoodie season. Veggie Farm Garden say, I enjoy crocheting, highly recommend. Okay. I think that does it. I'm going to be cooking and crocheting over the winter months. Miss Native Cherry said, that's exactly what I'm doing. Bed, early rest, lots of homegrown natural remedy teas, and go repeat all above. Big fact. Food by Faith Garden in the building. Shouts out to Food by Faith. That apple jam I got from you. Fire. Hey, Food by Faith Garden table. If you could you drop a link to your website so they know how to get some of the delicious goodies that you offer? Garden with Princess say, I've been making a lot of bread, making tinctures and making salve. Okay. Cooking on display can be bad or very bad. Cooking on display. Yeah, I can't cook. Yeah, it probably will be bad. Brenda Child's in the building. What's up, Brenda Child? Glad to have you in here. Yeah. Dude, I know I saw Janice W say right now I'm on my sewing machine making a quilt. I don't know if that'd be a big thing because I think I already know how to sew a little bit. Let me see. Myra McClain, the building. What's up, Myra? Glad to have you in here. Yellow Door Urban Homestead says, thanks everybody. I'm cooking and watching the live. I'm thinking of doing a live on the 28th. Don't think about it, Yellow Door Urban Homestead. Look, you got a community behind you. Now, wait a minute. Look, I still ain't turf therapy. If you in the building, can you say something? How in the world did I miss you? I see people speaking to you, but I ain't see you pop up. I don't been all the way through here. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I missed it. Nikki from the Everyday of an OCD chick in the building. Canadian Pride get outdoors, say he writing it down. We gonna be there. See, everybody keep. Is it enough? Okay. Growing out the box, say I have a 1936 Singer. Ooh. And a newer Juki I haven't used them since starting my garden. Look, we need to pull that out. Now look, some more ideas. All right. And this is one thing I'm definitely gonna do. I'm gonna get my YouTube doctorate degree. Yes, I'm gonna watch tons and tons of fruit tree videos, how to maintain fruit trees. Um, for example, one of the videos I watched, Gary's Top Pot Soil. I am intrigued by that stuff. I called all the way to California to his nursery to figure out where I can get this stuff at. And they only sell it at that store. Blasphemous. Blasphemous. Why are you on YouTube, Gary? Look, Gary, I hope you're watching, Gary. Why are you on YouTube making the perfect soil that can't nobody else get, Gary? Why are you doing that, Gary? It is the perfect soil mix. It doesn't break down. It is designed for long-term use. You know how you buy a potting soil is it feeds the soil, it feeds your plants for up to 6 to 9 months, right? And then it starts breaking down, and every year you have to add more soil to your containers. This stuff don't break down. It's got charcoal pumice, I think it's vermiculite, and I think you add Kool-Aid to it. I don't know. Might not be Kool-Aid, but it's wonderful. It's wonderful. It checked all the boxes. Look, G Mom said, scroll up to see turf therapy. I've been scrolling. I think go turf therapy in the building. That's my guy. Way over there in Germany doing big things over there. What up, bro? Yeah, look here, man. If y'all ever thought about having a lawn, having a beautiful lawn, if you ain't watching turf therapy, I don't know what you're doing with yourself. Turf therapy transformed a regular lawn, a lawn like mine out here, into a work of art. It's a freaking masterpiece what he did with his grass over there. That man is so knowledgeable, and he killing it on the gardening game. Now look, Turf, look, the people over here ain't seen you in a while. Ain't no pressure. But I'm just gonna drop that link for you, turf therapy. That link for you right there, turf therapy. If you got something to say to the people, come on up and say something to the people. That's all I'm gonna say. No pressure though. Might be a little pressure now because my turf. My bad, big guy. My bad. There goes Nikki. I know she was in there. Now, when I was talking about my getting my YouTube doctorate, I really feel like, and I've heard other YouTubers say this, if you watch enough videos, it's almost the equivalent of taking classes. Yeah. If you watch enough knowledge on a subject, it's like taking classes. And these classes are being taught by people who actually do it. And it's free. It is free, y'all. YouTube is free. So, to the 72 people in here to everybody that's in this chat right now, I hope all y'all are subscribed. Let's start there. I hope all y'all are subscribed to the channel because it's free, y'all. It's free entertainment. Come on, y'all. Let me get off that. But I think I will start crocheting. Johnny Ransom in the building. That's a great name, Johnny Ransom. You sound like a superhero. Hello, BrokeFarmer and Garden Farmer. I'm in Douglasville where it's cold, LOL. It's in my Douglasville, Georgia. Let me know if that's Douglasville, Georgia. Because I'm in Broketown, Georgia. It's not that far from Douglasville. There you go. There we go. Yellow Door Urban Homestead. Just do it. Don't think about it. Just Farmer V in the my mouth gets dry sometimes. Farmer V in the building. What's up, Farmer V? Glad to have you in here. J3GS Farm said I'm not going to respond for a little bit, going to feed the animal, but listen, hey, take care of them animals. because they'll take care of you in the long run. Front porch garden say I'm planning on playing around with fermentation. I already make kimchi, so pickles and hot sauce are next. That's what I'm talking about. Some of these people doing big things in the chat, y'all. Y'all need to go check these people out in the chat and see these big things they're doing over there. You can scroll up and down, and it's awesome content. Everybody content might not be for you, but there's some awesome creators in this content that's probably just for you. Just for me. Y'all know? No, y'all probably don't remember that commercial. Just for me. Maria Graham said, Turf came in halfway through the live, bro. Oh, I caught my guy now. Regenerative Life Wayne 69 in the building. What's up, Wayne? Say good day, BrokeFarmer and folk from AG Zone in Houston burbs of Texas. Today high 50. Woo! Good Lord. The high of 50? It ain't even get to 60. Call the weatherman and tell him he lying. Wayne, call the weatherman and tell him he lying out here in these streets. 50 high. Good Lord. Wayne, I don't even want to watch no YouTuber in Texas right now. Lynette Lawrence said, what is Gary's YouTube channel? I don't know. Google Gary's top pot soil and it'll pop up. It's something like Gary's Laguna Nursery or something like that. But look, I'm not gonna give him too much credit because he don't watch my videos. So I just can't sit here and promote that guy. He got some awesome. I can't. I mean, you always get credit what credit is due. He has an awesome recipe, but I think it's Laguna Hills Nursery. If you type in some combination of that, he has enough subscribers where he'll automatically pop up. Denise Backyard Garden said, yes, watch lots and lots of YouTube. The Christmas video has me hooked right now. No, ma'am. I watch no Christmas video. I'm strictly on permaculture videos, harvest video. I don't know what it is about gardening and harvest. You just want to see what everybody else getting out of their garden. I don't know. With permaculture, harvest videos, and everything I can find on citrus trees, everything. I got more citrus trees. I don't know if I even showed you that, but I got an Arctic Frog Satsuma. I think I showed it. Maybe I did. I don't know. But I got an Arctic Frog Satsuma. I got a Ponderosa Satsuma. And hold your hats. I got a finger line. Oh, I've been wanting a finger line. Oh, and it was cheap. I got it for $20. Fun fact, if you're thinking about growing a finger line has no cold hardness to it whatsoever. Anything below 40 degrees, it starts falling apart. So I have mine in the middle of the greenhouse. It's short. It only grows to 3 to 5 feet anyway. But I got it below some of my other plants. So all the black pots in there help it out. Yeah, fun fact. And I got some more stuff. Like I got a cherry tree coming next year. I'm waiting on the I think it's called a sugar fig. Yeah, I got addiction. Yeah. But I love it. But I like it. Look at that. Slide into some new internet cousin merch. Your support is greatly appreciated. I like how you put that because I have slides on my thing. Oh, and new merch coming next week on that same thing. So some cool stuff gonna come out. How did I go back up? Oh, you ain't talking happy man. All right. Then they say, right, I learned so much on YouTube. Can't believe it's free. It's free. It's free all day, y'all. Now, something else. Yeah, I was gonna say exercise, but boo, who want to exercise? Nobody want to exercise. Look, I'm just gonna take my pen, I'm just gonna scratch that one out. Look. No exercise. Look here. Clean out your garage. or home projects. I want to grow. I want to build boxes around my fruit trees. I think I saw. Oh, Calvin. What's Calvin channel? So Good Gardening. I saw So Good Gardening building boxes around the fruit trees. They came out amazing. So y'all let me know what home projects y'all want to do. It could be building anything. Building a greenhouse. Building more garden beds. Just let me know. Building. You know what else I wanted to build? I saw turf therapy in I think at Yellow Door Urban Homestead. They had a sifting box. I was like, wow, you just building sifting boxes out here? Is this how we doing it? So yes, I want to build a sifting box also to sift my homemade compost. I think it's awesome. Awesome, you want to crochet. I challenge you to try my beginner videos. You don't know who you talking to. You got some beginner videos, okay? Hold on, let me write all this down. I want to write down the date. So when you get challenged and you throw it in somebody's face, you got to have all your information, where it happened, what was said. You can talk trash better if you remember. My memory is bad. So look, challenge yourself. Wow. Ayana. Truth, I began watching from zone 6. It made a big difference in my community garden. Thank you, Broken Others. You drinking grape juice? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. This is Stella Rosa. Stella Rosa. Blackberry. Guava. Cheers. Pinky finger out. However you do it, take your drink. Sorry. I'm not impressed. No. Oh, for everybody in the bleachers, I know everybody's not a commenter. They just want to stay in here and just hang out. That's cool. If you would, just put your hands up. Just put your hands up, or I don't know, type hey, or just say something so we know a couple more people who are in here. Uh-oh. Look here, man. Y'all, look. Stop the presses. That I have somebody dying. I think they call it the green room now. I have somebody dying here who is the king of lawns, the gardening guru, that guy, that editor, that movie maker on YouTube for free. Let's give it up one time. Everybody in the chat. God darn turf therapy in the building. What's up, turf therapy?
What's going on, good people?
I ain't seen you, man. Where you been at?
Man, I'm over here dropping seeds, man.
Wait.
What happened?
All right, say something. See, can I hear you?
There we go.
Yeah. There we go. All right, can everybody
put your headphones on? I thought it was maybe echoing or something.
No, I don't know what it is. Every time somebody come up now, I have to. I think it's because you got good equipment, and my cheap equipment don't mesh with it that well. So I have to get my Dollar Tree. And fun fact, Dollar Tree have earbuds. You can get 3 in a pack for $1. Fun fact.
3 in a pack last you a whole 2-3 years. You get one for each year, or one for each season.
They usually last about 6 months, and then it just
about 6 months. Damn, that's 18 months, man. Hey.
But look, tell the gardening community where you been at. Tell them you still garden.
Oh yeah, I'm still in the garden, people. I'm still doing that. Like I haven't made a whole bunch of garden videos last year. Got the newborn. Got another one on the way in February.
Hey, look. Yeah. Well, you been eating your Wheaties, aren't you?
Hey, I've been dropping them seeds, dog. I've been dropping them seeds.
No 511, baby.
Salt man over here.
What? Look, hey, Turf, I was asking everybody what they want to do with their free time. We know what you doing with your free time, big guy. I already know.
I'm gonna be stocking up on diapers all over again, bro. Nah, so yeah, the lawn, the garden, the whole Ukraine thing really had me under pressure.
Yeah,
Because I'm right here, that's at my front door. So I was pretty busy. Brand new lawn renovation, garden. But
and
I
killed
just
that. Killed
hey,
that.
appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. It was a struggle, really. It was a whole learning experience dealing with a whole new climate on the other side of the globe across the pond. But we figured it out. I said we hit it out the park for the first year. Next year, I learned enough this year to where next year I'm gonna do a few things a little different, but not that much because I had overall really good success in both the lawn and garden. So
Now, I'm honored to say that I'm a personal friend of turf therapy.
absolutely, man.
I've
Full circle.
seen, I've seen his garden. Fire, fire. He was still doing big things out there, but
Yeah.
he didn't videotape, but he's still killing it out there. That's what I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
I didn't have the time, man. I didn't have the time. I
And
really didn't.
microfarmer, welcome to the chat, microfarmer.
What
Uh,
up?
Sue Davis in the building say, "All I'm late, but I'm glad to be here. Glad to have you." And if you
Glad to
don't
have you.
know, this turf therapy right here, man. Come on, let's give it up to our guy turf therapy. I feel like turf you don't get enough
Give
love
it up for
sometimes.
give it up for broke. Now I get plenty love, man. You don't get enough love, man.
I don't
You
know,
out here
baby.
doing it, being consistent, continuously learning. I already know what you about to say about that Master Gardeners course, though. I already know
Dude,
what you. I feel the same way on. So, like, I'm gonna
don't
speak from
get
my
it
perspective.
no turf.
I ain't gonna
Okay,
give it
yeah,
all away. I'm gonna speak from my perspective because I ain't gonna do no video. If you're thinking about doing the Master Gardeners course, the best thing that you're gonna get out of it, there's two things that I got out of it. One, I got in contact with a network of local gardeners who had years of experience in that area. First off, like networking, right? And then number two, it either reinforced or established a healthy baseline for a lot of things I didn't know about, as far as like basic horticulture, agronomy.
yeah.
Then everything else is a lot of politics inside of it. People show up for different reasons. And I really think the course is geared more towards retirees. They're not doing a good job of attracting working class people and or younger generation people. So you got the personalities. I don't know about you, broke, but for me, it was like you were struggling with people who thought they were more important than they really are, or it was like this club that was only for people who had reached a point in their life where they were retired. So that was interesting to maneuver around, but all in all, I just I would say to you, what are you trying to get from it? If you're just going for the title of it, I don't think it's worth it. But if you're going to get some foundational knowledge from trusted sources and have access to a large pool of gardeners in your area, then yeah, it's worth it.
And fun fact, something about that master gardener. I give one thing away about it. Fun fact about that master gardeners class. After 8 weeks of taking classes and taking tests, yes, it was tests that you had to pass.
Yes.
You had to get so many. I call them. What's when you on probation?
Community service hours. You had to do your
Yeah,
hours.
you had to get community service hours to be certified, and that certification only lasts for a year because you have to keep doing community service every year to stay in good
So it's,
standing.
so it's an outreach program.
Yes, they
That's the
don't tell
point
you
of it.
that though. Before you
Oh, they didn't tell you that? They hit
you
you with
pay
no
that money, they did
They,
not tell me that I was gonna have to clean up snotty babies and plant gardens in the zoo. They
so
did not.
they're supposed to ask you, what do you prefer? How do you prefer to give back in the beginning? Like
Yeah,
after you're done, once you trained up, how do you prefer to give back? Not only for your 40 hours, your initial 40 hours, and this is where extension offices, they're not built the same, they're not created equal, but they're supposed to figure out like how do you want to do it. Most of my contributions were through videography, and those counted towards hours for my county that I was in. So you just gotta. It's the nature of the beast for where you're working at. You know.
And I'm gonna give y'all the whole spiel. And look, I was gonna say I'm gonna drop name. I don't remember everybody's name. But look, Oldham Homestead in the building. What's up,
In
Oldham
the
Homestead?
building.
The
What's going
fig
on?
guy, that fig man.
That's the fig man.
That's the fig man.
All right.
Spirit Mouse Media in the building. What's up, Spirit Mouse? Look, I ain't seen you in a little while. You think you just gonna be here and don't nobody notice you?
Trying to sneak in the back door.
Look, Terry, how you feel about crocheting? I gotta pick up a skill.
I think that's dope, man. I don't know. Maybe when I retire, I'll take some time to get into crocheting. I think it might be faster than knitting. Crocheting and knitting are two different things, right?
Yeah.
I'm not well versed in it, but I think crocheting is faster than knitting. So if I were going to pick one, I think I would jump into the crocheting. I think it's a skill worth having. When people say, and this is where it's good to build your trades and skills up, right? Because when you're preparing for the worst circumstances, right? And you see a lot of preppers out there in YouTube and in the world. And you always got those certain people that say, "Oh, I'm coming to your house because you got the garden. I'm gonna come over there and I'm gonna eat." My thing is, unless you have something to add value to my camp over here, you're gonna get turned around at the door. So like these little intricate details of like skills that you can learn along the way, canning, crocheting, not only are they great for your survivability in the long run, but that's something that you can pass on down to your children or use as a bargaining tool if the worst circumstances were to happen. So absolutely, I think that's worth learning. And like I said, I'm pretty sure it's faster than knitting, because I think knitting that's a whole nother level. That's the master level. Would take a lot of patience too.
That's the thing with me. I just think it looks so relaxing. I like to go over to Bessie at Journey, her humble steward, and just see them sit there and crocheting and just talking. Even dude, it just seems so freaking relaxing.
Oh, and they get so good with it where it's just like you said, they can talk and just do it.
Yeah. Dude, I don't get impressed a lot, dude. I'm impressed by that. Oh, Lambert Clark. Hey, I was just telling people who are not normally people who comment. Just say, hey, let us know you in here. Lambert Clark, Michelle 7A. Welcome to the chat. Like, look, once you start chatting, you are a chatter going forward. I don't know what it is.
Chatter going forward.
Chatter. Oh, bougie prepper. Bougie prepper in the building.
You gotta put that French on there. That bougie. That bougie pepper.
like Tarzan.
Yeah.
Now, darn it. How do I get this far behind this page? I am awful at this. Oh, Homestead in the hood in the building. What's up, Homestead? G Quiet Tradition with Auntie Ellen Panky in the building. Did I butcher that?
Yes, it's a mess. Garden said, I have a friend say she would be the entertainment because she's not going to work. I told her she wouldn't be here. Amen. Double down on that. I can entertain myself.
And look, first off, this is the thing to get me. Do a little something. Grow some herbs on your windowsill. Have something to bring.
Bring something to the table, man.
You think you're gonna come here and eat up all my goddamn collard greens and bok choy? Man, you got your mind.
Absolutely.
You just goddamn mind. Man, those things are beautiful out there. You just gonna come in here with your good personality thing. You finna eat on my table. Man, sit down.
Okay. Myra McLean says Crochet is faster, but takes more yarn in many cases. When you can do them both, it is mainly the project, and you can interchange patterns. That's dope. Okay, cool.
I
Good
don't
to
know.
know. Thank you, Myra. Appreciate
Audrey's living life in the building. Glad to have you in. Grace Guines in the building.
you. Mhm.
Yeah, that's now look. Couple more things. Turn your mind going. Kenyatta's journey in the building. What's
Yeah,
up, Kenyatta?
yeah. Let's. What you know? I just jumped in. You happened rare occasion. It's past my bedtime, but
Yeah,
I'm up because the I
I
only
gotta get
got
everything right.
I got 2.5 days of work next week, and we ain't got much going on. You know,
I
it's
gotta
slow
get everything
down.
I can get at you. Look,
So I can give you a little bit of time tonight. It's only 10:10. I give you another 20 minutes.
there we go. That's what I'm
Yeah,
talking about. Nah,
yeah.
we was talking about things you could do with your downtime because the garden don't need that much work right now.
Mhm.
So cleaning out the garage, but for a
I gotta
specific
do
reason.
that. I gotta do that. I gotta like I'm looking at the garage and I'm like, yo, I gotta do this, and I'm looking for the best day with the warmer temperatures to knock that out. I'm cleaning out the garage. That's gonna happen. And you know what I do during the off season, man. You already know, bro. I need to
Oh
go to
yeah.
the grocery store and finish getting my ingredients.
Nah, that is something else I'm gonna work on.
What's that?
I think I'm gonna build a garage because I currently don't have a garage
You
right
gonna
now.
build a garage in the winter?
No, I'm
Hey.
sorry. I said build. My bad. I mean, I'm gonna pay somebody to build me a garage. My bad. My bad. I'm confusing people out here. No, I'm not gonna be out here. I am gonna pay somebody because my man cave used to
There
be
you
the
go.
garage.
Nikki got it. Nikki got it. She threw it up there. I don't know if she threw it up there because she was guessing what I'm gonna do with my time, or she just saying cheers to us. But that's what I'm doing.
Making wine.
That's right, baby. That's right. So I'm working on this. I'm gonna try this. So in Germany they have the Glühwein. It's like a spice wine. Um,
Do tell. Do
and
tell.
medicinally, wine once you distill it, you know, you got brandy. So that's dope too. But I'm gonna work on this. I'm gonna call it like my holiday brew, and it's gonna be much like my Welch's the wine video that I did that a lot of people loved. Like that
Great
video
video.
got so many views. So I'm gonna revisit that during the winter, and then I'll do a little bit of cracky method hydroponics as well. I probably won't film any of that. I'll just do it. You'll probably see it in the background in my wine videos when I get to them here in the next week or so. But yeah, wine is such a easy. It's way easier to make than beer. It's fun, you know. But I got a recipe that I'm gonna be working on. It's gonna involve some orange peels, cinnamon sticks. It's gonna be real like yeah, it's gonna be aromatic, very on point for the holiday season. So look out
That's
for
fun.
that. That should be coming out in about 2-3 weeks. When I drop it, it's going to be a one full video. I'm not going to go live or anything. I'm just going to show you how I did it, what my recipe was, and if I liked it or not. And if I don't like it, maybe I can tell you how to, you know, maybe you need to add a little bit more sugar or something like that.
Because
So
you and Miss Crab did went live last
yeah,
year. Yeah.
we did a few different lives walking people how to do it the fancy way. And what I learned through that experience of doing it the fancy way, or some people would argue the right way, you know, wine is wine, but you know, the more curated way is that most people aren't really interested in getting all those extra tools and utensils. You know, they're more than fine with the Welch's the wine video I did. And a lot of people loved the results that came off of that. And even at the end of that video, I said, look, I paid for wine out of stores that don't taste as good as this wine I made from Welch's grape juice.
I
And
got a
a
buddy
lot of
that make it
people,
in buckets.
yeah, you know, you could throw it in the bucket. I wanted to use things that you would have readily available around the house outside of maybe having to go pick up a bottle of grape juice. That's it. You know what I mean? Like I didn't want to get into the, you know, specifics more details. I wanted to be very. I didn't want it to seem overwhelming. I wanted to seem approachable by, your average person, and they came out well.
And y'all go check that video out. I was in the chat while they were doing that live. The analytic gardener in the building, so I had Broke Turbo and cousins in the chat listening and driving.
Hey,
Brand new in the
is
building.
it
What up, bro? Late but good. You remember that song Brooklyn Zoo?
was yeah. I remember juicing with Jay say, "Oh, we got grape juice in the house." See, what I'm
Juicing
saying,
with Jay in
what's
the
up,
building.
juicing with Jay? What's up, Jay? Nikki saw it too.
I think I finally said hi to everybody, and and we off to the races. Now, look, all right, I'm through with that. I got everything that I want to talk about. But since I got you for 10 more minutes, I want to make an announcement. Now, I'm on the fence about the grow off. I really don't think I'm gonna do the grow off in January, y'all. Now, I'm not saying I'm never gonna do it again, but I don't know if I'm gonna have enough time to get it done this year. So I think I'm gonna suspend it for 1 year. I'm just gonna
What's up?
pause it.
That's what you,
Go put it on pause.
I was like, what is he doing right now? I look down in the chat. I'm looking for something crazy. Not okay. Yeah, nah, I think that's a good move, man. Yeah, I ain't gonna have the time. I'm gonna let you know right now. I don't have the time. I barely had the time last year to get the one off that I did get off. But I think the people that did participate, I think what we got after the whole point was for what? To for you to test your skills, to grow during the off season, to encourage you to grow during the off season, to communicate with people behind the scenes that were creators or non-creators. And I think we achieved that, for the most part.
Yeah.
That was the point. The point was not to grow your YouTube channel. The point was not for you to blow up overnight. The point was just for you to be able to collaborate behind the scenes with fellow gardeners, like-minded people, and have a good time doing it while learning some new techniques of growing during the second most difficult part of the season, which I think we achieved, bro. So I'm pretty happy with how last year went.
Yeah.
But this year, I got newborns coming in February. I'm not even going to put that on my plate. I got a 1-year-old December 31st. Little Turf will be 1, and then Princess Turf is coming right behind him in February. So I'm not even going to do that to myself.
But I mean, the cool thing was, you got a whole bunch of people. You got introduced to, I don't know, a whole new circle within our community. It was awesome. Awesome. But I
Yeah.
think, for me to give my full to something, I gotta have time. And I don't want to cheat nobody out of that experience, that was so organic and good last year. So
Yeah.
if I can't do it 100%, I'm just gonna put on a pause with it, and we're gonna pick it up next year. Now, does that
Yeah.
mean you don't garden through the winter because we ain't doing a grow off?
Right. Absolutely not.
Yeah, dude, do
Yeah.
you, cause y'all know I'm gonna do me. I don't care if it's negative 36 and to the third power. I'm gonna have something growing out there. I'm gonna
Right.
attempt to grow something out there. So it is what it is, y'all. But you know, that's what it is. I just wanted to say it. Put it
Yeah.
out there in the universe.
That's
Turf.
what's up, Jay. Yeah.
With the rate, was that the leveling rate? You talking about?
Yeah, I had the leveling rake. That's the Iceland trip, right? Where I went to Iceland halfway through the video, took you to Iceland with me, brought you back. I had fun doing that. That was what? That was a 3-week process that I condensed down to like 12 minutes. I'm glad that you found that helpful though, Jay. I really am. That means a lot. Thank you for all congratulations, Miss Panky. I see you in there, Auntie Panky. She in there saying thank you, congratulations. Yeah, thank you everyone for the congratulations on the baby to come, little baby girl. We had a boy girl back to back. You know that what that mean, bro. We done.
Back.
we done, baby. That's it. Wrap it up.
What?
Yeah, nah, man. Well, we too old, man. We come to the conclusion we a 2-child household right now. You know, we nah. Hey, and I want to say this while I'm on here. First of all, I feel like all single parents, whether or not you chose to be a single parent or you just in some messed up circumstances, hats off to you. I really don't understand how you function as a functional adult in society and raise a child by yourself. That is insane. So y'all deserve a holiday. We need a whole federal holiday for single parents out there, because you are the real heroes in the world. That's the first thing. And then I think second thing, we not built for a whole bunch of kids running around, man. Just the way we are, how we are, and where we are in our life. Maybe if we started when we was 26, we could have these two, wait 2-3 years, and then have two more. I'd be open for that, but I'm 36, bro. So like, I'm not.
Man.
Yeah, I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to take 2 years off and then no. And here's the thing: I could do it, but when I'm 60, I need y'all. You know what I mean? Like, I need you to be trying to come home and take care of me. I don't want to be. I want to enjoy my retirement, in a different way, not continuously having kids in the home. That's not what we're looking forward to, me nor my wife. So,
well, at 50,
the single parent.
No, that's right. Because you retired earlier.
Yeah, I'm going to retire in 4 years. I'm done.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm not going to work for nobody else. I'm gonna work for myself. Give me a couple little side hustles, collect my checks, and be happy as I can be. So, and I want to be home for those years for my children. God took care of me. I made it through some pretty rough times over in Afghanistan. I'm still here today, and now I want to take that time during the day, get my hustle on. Hustle, man. That's me. And I know that I'll be able to pull that off. And then, when it's time to be home and spending time with the family, that's what I want to do. I don't want to have to answer to anyone else. And then, and they're back to back, so they can grow up as best friends. My brother and I, we were separated by 5 years, so there was some weird times in our life where we weren't even friends. We were brothers, we loved each other, but we weren't even friends. We didn't know anything about each other, really. And I didn't want that for my kids. We didn't want that for our kids. So that's why we had them so close.
Okay. To follow Turf Therapy Journey, can somebody, one of the nice, great moderators in the chat, drop Turf Therapy channel for me, please? I know I asked a lot of you moderators, can you do one more thing for me? And I promise you, once I get 1 million subscribers, I'm gonna give you $5 per live.
Regenerative Life Wayne 69. Thank you for your service, bro. He said, I'm done, fixed at 43, retired Navy vet and post office. If I get a job, it's going to be something like that. Not the post office, because they worked too hard from what I understand. But I might go be like a Walmart greeter or something like that. And then,
no.
Spanky said you have to pay for 2 colleges at the same time. I don't actually. If they want to go to, depending on which state I'm in, most states allow my children to go to college for free because I am a retired vet and a Purple Heart recipient. So no, I don't. They can go to school for free.
Big facts.
Man.
Now, something else. Okay, make sure I ain't listening. But all right.
Good question. I'm gonna hit Nikki when you get done.
Well, go ahead and hit Nikki now. What?
Okay, so Nikki says turf homeschooling. And look, I've been back and forth on this topic of homeschooling. Here's the thing. No different that that's a profession. That's an art and that's a skill. And I don't consider myself the person that has the skill set to be a good homeschool teacher. I know they got programs that you can buy, but there's still a certain, like, you got to separate parent from teacher, then you flip back on the switch. And during the day, like I just told you, I want to go and do a couple things that I want to work on. Like I want to run my lawn care business, a very boutique, high end lawn care, full service type thing. I'm not cutting your grass, but I'm going to do turf management, agronomy for you. I got my man who works in the housing industry. We got some plans that we're going to work on and do some things. I got a couple offers for some companies that want me to do some consulting work. That wouldn't leave me time to do that stuff. So as long as I find either a good public school or even a like a non-denominational Christian based private school, we're good. I'm not really looking to homeschool. If I have to, I will, but I don't want to undercut the skill that it takes to be a solid teacher. And I'm not going to act like I could be a teacher out the box. That's not my profession. I haven't studied in a skill set. I think it's just as important as a carpenter. You know what I mean? That's a particular set of skills that you need to do that in an effective manner. So if I have to, I will, but that's not going to be my first choice.
Now, all right, I got a different play on that. Now, somebody who went to public school, I feel like public school, you don't have to send your kids to public school the whole life of their education. But I feel like it's some real skills to be learned in public school.
Yeah, social interaction.
Yes, it's all kind of people in public school. So in the real world, you got to deal with everybody. Public school give you that. You get your bullies, you got your popular kids, you got your athletes, you got your very smart kid. I feel like public school give you a little bit of everything.
Yeah. No doubt. I agree. So I went to Wayne. Texas was first on the list. My wife said that's too far from the family, so we got our eye on South Carolina now, and they got the same deal. South Carolina looking real good right now. It's closest to the family, and they got all those benefits that Texas got now. They done caught up. But no doubt, man, I went to private school. I went to private school up until the 6th grade. And in 7th grade, I went to public school. And it was a culture shock for me, just coming out of uniforms and then having to wear clothes. I'll let you know something right now. They used to call me a taxi cab driver. Oh, yeah. Turf was, they tried to pick on me. It didn't go too well. But they made fun of me because of the clothes that I wore. My parents, they put me in quality clothes. They didn't put me in fashionably tasteful clothes, but they put me in clothes that were comfortable. And, like I was an eyes-eye bucket kid, Oshkosh, Bagosh, baby. Like they had me in quality things, but it wasn't like I grew up in DC, so it wasn't like your Warner Brothers, the faddish stuff. They would never buy me that stuff because they saw it as shirts that they would pay $50 for, a few different washes. It wasn't worth its value and its money. So when I went to school, they would call me a taxi cab driver because I would have like on these polos and stuff when I went to school.
I just got it.
I would be rocking these polos and that was an adjustment for me, right? So, and I went through a whole bunch of mental shifts in my head as far as who I wanted to be versus who I really was. So I think it's good to expose your children to that, for not just social skills, but being introduced to the real world. You're very shielded from a lot of things in private school, depending on which private school you got. I went to a Catholic private school. And I don't have no intentions of sending my children to a Catholic public school, a private school. No knocking anyone who has and are still doing it and they love it. I would rather go a different direction, which is why I say a Christian non-denominational private school is the direction I go into, which they're pretty prevalent nowadays too. So that works out.
Yeah, I think we was fortunate enough to find a good school that we deal with, but if it don't work out, I want to always send my kid to private school. I don't have a definite one reality over the other. It just depends on what's going on, because when COVID hit, all the kids were at home anyway. And if you remember trying to help your kid with that
Yeah,
work,
exactly.
it's not that easy. You need a
Right.
degree.
Y'all got a taste of that homeschooling. How was that? Would
Ooh.
you like to do that full time? How did you think that you did as a parent?
So
They
that's
got
so
studies coming out right now that particular generation, because I think the most foundational. I think after the 6th grade, it doesn't really matter what school they go to anyway.
no.
Personally, other than social skills, the foundation is set as
Yeah.
far as like their academic aptitude, their ability to learn, process things, and act on it. I think the grade levels between first grade and somewhere 7th, maybe 8th grade, that sets the foundation. And I'd say as early as 6th grade, you can probably cut it off and send them to the worst school in the district. And if your kid has the intellect and the learning skills, that solid foundation, they'll be able to excel wherever they go.
Yeah, because a kid
Um,
don't go from being an all A student in sixth grade to sucking as a student the rest.
no.
I mean,
Well, they
you
could, but it's for different reasons, right? They might be social reasons, like your kid was really good in school, and then they get in high school, and you're dealing with the politics of high school, right? Where it may not be cool to be smart. So now they're like personally
what?
underperforming so they can fit in XYZ. And who knows what the climate is today, right? We got all types of stuff going on. So I don't know
This,
what is cool to do in school,
that's the
but
thing. Well, school is nothing. I don't. I don't think it's the same now. I think if clothes don't matter. I'm following for a minute. I think because everybody wants to be at the cutting edge of trend, that the weird stuff you wear to school now, it really doesn't matter. It's name brands and stuff like that. I mean, kids still like Jordans as shoes, but I mean, clothes, I don't think it's a big thing no more. Like when I was growing up, Tommy Hilfiger and Duck Head. Duck
yeah,
Head.
Tommy got crushed. Tommy got crushed once, that expose came out. We all stopped wearing Tommy for a while.
Yeah.
I remember that. I used to wear a lot of Tommy, and then he came out and he said he never made his clothes for people of our skin tone to be wearing
Yeah.
them. And then a whole bunch of people boycotted Tommy. I remember that. I think I
They
was
stopped. They stopped selling them around here. Tommy Hilfiger stuff around here.
yeah.
So
He said he didn't make them clothes for us. So
and then
it's like,
and
whoa.
then Duckhead became the thing, and Duckhead was cheap. I don't.
Yeah.
It was just regular clothes with a duck symbol on it. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now something else. I got 5 more minutes of your time, Toby. You said I had 20. John 74 in the building says she going through a lot of snack money.
Oh, when she was stuck at home.
Now, for the people who plan on having a spring garden next year, but are not experienced gardener, what is one surefire tip that all new gardeners can use? Oh, I kind of just dropped that out of air. I know. I just go ahead.
You're not an experienced gardener. Can I give him 3?
Yeah.
At 3, I think things come better. Things come better in 3, right? So I need you to really understand what grow zone you live in. Right? Don't go by someone else's word that say, oh, you're close to me, or you think they're close to you, so that you assume that they're in Maryland, for example. Maryland has, I think, 4 or 5 different grow zones within the state of Maryland. So learn your grow zone based off your county. Second thing is, once you learn your grow zone, understand what your freeze, your last frost, and your last frost is going to be for the spring. That's all that really matters for spring. The third thing you want to do is understand what's best to grow in your area. You do that by getting a grow calendar specific to your county. And you do that by going to your local extension. Go to your local extension's website, download the grow calendar for your area, and look at it and start planning. Always leave a week or two to the left or to the right for play. But those are the three things that you can do to set you up the best. And then once you have that information, go watch YouTube. Go subscribe to Broke. Go watch Broke. Go watch Nikki. Go watch Canadian Proud. Get Outdoor. Go watch my girl Stacy. Go watch Hands in the Dirt. Go watch DMV. And subscribe to these wonderful people that's down here in the chat. And you'll be in a good place. They're gonna take care of you, but you have to understand where your left and right limits are. And what you can do is what I used to do when I was a beginner gardener is once I understood what my grow zone was, and then I would look at people who were further in the season from me. So what does that mean? That means if I'm further up north, that means their spring is coming before mine. So I'm watching what they're doing and what they're learning because they're putting out videos before me based off what they're doing in their area. And I'm getting tips on how to grow broccoli or what they ran into with lettuce or these different things. So by the time I'm watching them, and then I still got 2 weeks to adjust from my own plants. That's how you use YouTube the best way. When you come to YouTube without that foundation, you're going to be in a bad place because you're going to be planting things at the wrong times. You're going to be like, oh, well, Broke, he did this and I tried the same thing, but you live 2 zones left or to the right of Broke, and he's doing it and it's working well for him in his area, but you're not in his area. So those are 3 things I give you. If you're not that experienced, if you understand those 3 things and then you come to YouTube with that always in the back of your mind, use the information that the garden community is giving you for critical thinking. And then after you have exercised your critical thinking, then you use your creative thinking to problem solve and come up with ideas for your own garden.
And learn how to ingest the information you're being given. Like Turf was saying, I'm gonna tell you, I used to watch the New Orleans Garden. Well, I still watch, but I'm saying when I first started gardening, and you know how she drops seeds all the time, and I think about her grow zone. I'm just dropping seeds all willy-nilly out. If I get a seed from Baker Creek, I put it in the ground that day, and it did not work out. So learn how to ingest that. Craft your own creation.
A bonus thing for you, there are warm season crops and cool season crops. In the spring, that's the best time to get out your cool season crops early and or provide a good base for your warm season crops mid to late spring. When I first started gardening, I didn't know that there was a such thing as warm season crops and cool season crops. Yeah. There's plants that prefer cooler weather and there's plants that prefer warmer weather. You split them up like that, apply with the first 3 tips I gave you. You go to YouTube, understand those differences, you'll do good.
And there's a few things I call them fence walkers. They walk right along that fence line that you can play with it to the left or to the right a little bit. But I ain't finna get into that because as soon as y'all kill somebody, it's my fault. I ain't finna do that. Spooning with Sunshine Homestead, Alexander J in the building.
What's up, Alexander? Was that pool? She at the pool? Where's she at? I'm all up in your business, in your photo.
No, I think that's
they said
that's an indoor bouncer house. No. Oh, and another tip: label everything. Look here.
Label everything. But that's Sunshine. She changed her name and her look. What's going on, Sunshine? Look, if you don't label them or if you mess them up, don't worry. If you do it right, she'll show herself eventually.
But
yes, label.
I don't know if I'm over labeling, but I document better now. So
I was gonna say the date is more important. Was that what you're about to get at as far as document?
Yeah.
I think the date that you planted your seeds are more important because once you know what she is, once she shows herself, and I refer to all my plants as females, and the reason why is because they always give birth to something. Usually, unless you're talking about male and female plants, we're not going to get into that. But most of them I consider females because they're always giving birth to something. And men, biological figured men, the way things were designed, you can't give birth to something. So, females. But yeah, I think the date when you're looking at, you're like 180 days. Oh, that's another little tip to give you too. When the packet says 180 days, that's when you're going to expect to harvest. That's not from the day that you plant your seed. 9 times out of 10, it's not 180 days from when you drop the seed. It's 180 days from when you have an established plant. So really, it's like 210 days in most circumstances. Go ahead and put an extra 20 days on that. I don't know why the packets do that, but that's what it is.
And then the other thing with that is when spring hit and I start dropping 6 weeks before spring is when I want to. As long as I don't, I'm gonna wait to the end and I'm gonna start dropping my spring seeds. I want to know what do well because a lot of times I drop seeds and it don't work out, and that next year I just don't remember. Did I plant it in a container? Did I plant it here? Keeping up with the dates. Where I started on this date, it did well. I didn't plant it too early. I didn't plant it too late. But one thing I am doing this fall, I'm keeping up with the temps. I know when I had my first frost, it wasn't nowhere close to when it said my first frost was going to be. So now I got a new frost date to go off. And my lowest temp this year was 28, and it's supposed to be 27 tonight. But I got a 45-day calendar to say it's not going to drop below 38 after that for the next 45 days. So it helps me with growing everything with me go back to fruit trees. I don't know why I'm so weird. But once I know that if I only get 4 or 5 days under 30, it's some stuff I'm gonna try to grow here. Like I've got citrus in the ground now. I don't care nothing about that. I got Arctic frost citrus. Speaking of citrus, Turf, I got your lemon tree.
Oh,
fertilizer
you do?
Fertilizer today, big
guy. I'm glad you mentioned that too about the fertilizer. My bad, you weren't done. Go ahead.
No. But I got Arctic frost in the ground. I got a couple Satsumas in the ground. Stop letting people tell you what you can't grow. Do your research, and then come to a conclusion about it. Now, some things you know better. Now, come on, let's be grown now.
You're not about to grow no dragon fruit in New York. You're not about to do it.
Yeah. Come on, some stuff now. Come on now. Some stuff you can play with a little. Some stuff you can't.
Yeah. If you're growing in a container, it's going to take a lot more food than growing when you're connected to the earth. I learned that. I knew that in principle, right? In theory, I knew that. But this year in Germany, I fertilized my garden one time. Now, with that, I knew what was in my soil. I did a soil test. I know a lot of people aren't. A lot of people don't like doing soil tests. They think that this, is too much. But listen, understand how much money I probably saved this year from doing that soil test. The only thing I fed my garden was nitrogen mid-spring. That was it, because I had adequate amounts of plant readily available phosphorus and potassium in the ground. So I fed it one time in the spring, and then from there, I succession planted crops that would give me nitrogen for the follow-on crops. A lot of legumes, a lot of peas, beans, things like that, or things that didn't really need a lot of nitrogen to begin with. So nitrogen, out of the 3 macronutrients, well, there's 4 macronutrients, but the 3 that you are most familiar with, the NPK, nitrogen is the most volatile. It's in the air. We're breathing it. I just breathed some nitrogen just now. It moves in and out of the soil all the time. So that's just another thing to consider. And if you're considering doing that, if you're growing in the ground, if you're considering doing that and you're growing in the ground, go to your extension office. They'll hook you up with not only easy push button soil test mechanism, but they will help you interpret those results as well. Broke did it.
Yeah, I'm a double down on that. I think one of the resources that's super free to gardener that's most underutilized is that extension office. Now, keep in mind they keep records on everything that goes on in your city. They ain't talking about the state, the world, your city. They know the fruit trees that grow best in your city, not state, your city.
Yes.
You get a
County.
soul.
It's usually county.
Yeah, I mean kind of. Yeah, you're right, kind of.
Yeah.
But and then the other cool thing is they have giveaways too. Now we all
Yeah.
at free.
Arbor Day.
I got a free peach tree,
Yeah.
free peach tree. And you know what? The University of Georgia was doing a study on peach trees that were cultivated. What's the word? Cultivated and magically put together with terms I can't think of right now to grow here and where I live at. They gave me one free because they had so many of them. That thing is taking off like gangbusters. They told me cut the tree at 18 inches. It was a tall stick. They said cut it at 18 inches. Let it spend 1 year in the ground and work on its roots. And it's going to be tall as you next year. And I'll be done if they didn't tell the truth.
Boom.
And a soil sample is $8 here. $8. Think
It's
about
good
like
for 3 years.
3 years.
3
Think
years.
about the money. How Turf was saying you saved on fertilizer. Do you need this fertilizer? It's cool. Oh,
There she go. And that's a good point to make too. If you're in a position like me and you only needed nitrogen, guess what you can do? You can do T-Nog Super Juice, baby.
super juice.
And
Super
now you're
juice.
not spending no money. Now it was hard. I couldn't do that this year because I didn't have anything to make a super juice with because I was starting from scratch. But if you're not someone like that's been in the area for the past 10, 15 years and you know what you can grow and you can't grow, or let's say you've been growing for 10, 15 years and you've been having a huge swing of crop failures and you can't figure out why, YouTube's not giving you your answer. You done tried the back guano, you done tried it all, right? Every little tip they got out there for you. The problem is probably most likely in your soil, and you won't be able to know what that is until you do a very simple $8 soil test. Just because you do the soil test don't mean that you have to use synthetic things if that's not your style. You know, if you don't want to use, non-natural organic fertilizer, that's cool. But wouldn't it still be nice to know what's in the soil? I think it'd be a good idea. It's like, it's like going to the doctor. You go to the doctor, right, for your annual or semi-annual checkup. That's what you're doing for your soil. You want to see what's there. I will have a video on that, although it's geared more to lawn care right now. How I have it written in my notes, I might go and sketch out some stuff for some beginner gardeners.
Just drop a little bit. Just
like 5 topics to kind of point you in the right direction. A little series because I'm gonna use this downtime during the season to batch record a lot of things, edit and have it uploaded and ready to drop next season. Some just short form stuff that kind of just point you in the right direction. The things that you really need to focus in on the soil test, like there's only really 3 things you want to look at that really matter just to get you going.
And it ain't always think it is. When I got mine, I was surprised. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought I was gonna have to put some heavy duty work into my soil, plant trees. It wasn't that much. It was some pretty good soil. Shocked the heck out of me.
Yeah,
I was ready to go get the lime.
They got clay soil, so you got to throw the lime on it. That's a misnomer. Or you think you have clay soil and you don't. All of this is clay out here. Everything I got is silty loam, clay soil, and everything is growing amazing. Clay soil gets a bad rap, but really, when clay soil is garbage, bro, when it really sucks to have clay soil?
When it's raining a lot.
Actually, well, yes, and when it's not. So when you let it dry out, that's when clay soil.
Right.
That's when clay soil is your worst enemy when it dries out. But when it keeps adequate moisture in it, it's your best friend. It holds moisture really well. But like you said, when you get a lot of rain, it gets oversaturated. And depending on what plant you're dealing with, they may not like that. But clay
And,
soil is dope. I'm adjusting to it.
and,
Everything's growing fine out here.
and and that's the other thing, man. I know, like, my soil is sandyish. I'm gonna use that word, sandyish. But if you
Hmm.
get down deep, 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 you might run into some, a little bit here and there, but not a whole bunch of it. So I don't know. My trees that I thought might have been having from soil, it ain't the soil. Guess who thought it was, Turk?
Who's
You got
yours?
you got old broke phone. He wasn't doing
Yeah,
this thing.
he
You
wasn't
buying
doing it.
trees that's 6 foot long and the roots ain't even 6 inches, you know, silly
Yeah,
stuff like that. But now that you know better, you do better. If you're
yeah,
looking for a fruit tree, look for one that's shaped like a champagne. You don't want one that's got 16 limbs, crisscrossing in the middle.
yeah. Because you're gonna have to prune all that out like a bad relationship anyway.
Ooh, why you dropping Jim? Got done Jim drop. Change your YouTube name right now. Got done Jim Dropper. Jim Dropper 35. Jim Dropper 35 in the building.
Why 35 though? Why?
I don't know.
Just a
It's,
number.
most people, a lot of people's names got a number at the end.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah. It's
35,
usually
just
their
roll
birth
with it.
year. It's
Yeah, but
usually their
35,
birth
just roll
year.
with it.
Oh, yeah, you just roll with it.
Look,
Stacy, Veggie Farm Garden. She said, "How often do you get a soil test? Soil test is typically good for 2 to 4 years. 2 to 4 years. 3 years being that sweet spot. And can the soil nutrients be significantly depleted after one season? Yes and no. I'd say if you're growing container garden, if you are detached from the earth, you have removed that plant from the natural process of how the earth naturally just replenishes itself. So if you're in a container, absolutely, it could be depleted pretty egregiously. Secondly, even if you're in the soil, if you're planting heavy feeders that just robs a lot of nutrients out of the ground, one of the most
corn.
infamous for doing this is corn. Corn will just strip almost everything out of the ground. Then you could find yourself needing to do some pretty big some adjustments in the area that they were grown. But overall, throughout the entirety of your lawn, no. But if you feed the corn properly, whether it be natural or synthetic, um, you should be all right. So typically, every 2 to 3 years, you should be fine with a soil test. So every 2 to 3 years, $8, holla at your extension office. Once you get it back, it's going to have all these values on it, but check it out. It's going to be a box that tells you what to do. If you don't understand any of it, it's going to be a box that says, do these things. And if you do that, you'll be better off than what you would have been if you didn't do it. And if it's giving you recommendations for things that you don't want to do, like it's telling you to use synthetics that you don't want to do, go back to your extension office, say, hey, this is my soil test. Can you help me? Because I don't want to use these things. What are some alternatives? And then you can look into what I think it was Wayne. Yeah, Wayne, Regenerative Life, Wayne 69, where he's using all types of cool little things to get the job done.
Hey, Turk, keep talking. I got to grab something.
Yeah, all right. Okay. While he grabs something, we're gonna hang out down in the chat. Let me see. Yeah, so like Regenerative Life Wayne, he uses a large IBC tote, wicking beds. He's got the aquaponics, hydroponics. My fertilizers are earthworm castings, which I'll say if you're doing container garden, earthworm castings and earthworm tea, like you use the castings and you make your own tea. That is really good for container gardening. That had my garden on a whole nother level when my whole garden was in my driveway when I was in Maryland. So, so that's solid. He's got the kelp, quail, chicken fertilizer, fish emulsion, and he makes his own compost. So those are just all things to consider.
But all right, I'm gonna double down on this extension office thing. Now, in a master garden, I got a bunch of books. This handbook is a lot of good information. Also, I got a book. Yep, it's it's a lot of good information. I also got a book on pests. They gave me a book. Every pest that is local to me, it's in that book. I also got a book on plants that thrive in this. But
This is a
damn,
solid book. This is a solid book to get. If you don't have this book, if you're looking for a good gardening manual, American Horticultural Society, this is a book good. This is a really good book to have when you're trying to figure out when to plant things, when to take cuttings. This goes beyond the garden of edible. This you can use this in landscaping as well. My
and
bad to
look,
interrupt you, but you know, you can
and,
go
and look, cheat code using turf therapy lingo. Go to your local library first. See if they got it in your local library before y'all buy these books. You can literally check out a book, have it for 2 weeks, save and see. Oh, yeah.
So a lot of people don't know how to properly save seeds. Cheat code.
I mean, it's so much. And have we given up on the public library? Have we just gave up on that
Yeah,
resource?
and they probably got this at the public library.
God.
I'm be honest, I ain't walked in the library in about 8 years.
Now, I go quite often because I get fun fact about me. I know y'all think I'm just out here doing stuff. Actually, read too.
Yeah, I got
Okay,
books.
I say read. I'm loose thin gardening, at least 2 a month.
Make sure y'all taking
That's
these
what's wrong.
screenshots. There go another one. Go ahead and get your screenshot. Get it. Ain't no links.
Pressure can. And
Here we
then
go.
Jim Dropper, go get it. And
I got one
and
more
look,
for you. One more for you. Hold up, wait, and then I'm done.
let's see.
This right here.
Propagating plants. Ooh, I want that one. That's a must.
Go ahead.
That's a
Take the
must.
screenshots. There you go. All right, I'm done. Go ahead.
And then Spirit reminds me to say I saw the first book you showed for sale on Craigslist with 3 other books for $50. No ma'am. No sir. No sir. No sir. Check out your local library. These books are free. They free.
Free.
And guess what? I've never looked for a gardening book at my library and it wasn't there. Nobody checks out garden books but me. I really feel like that. And my public library is beautiful. Beautiful. Nobody uses it. I've never went in there.
Books ain't never been in better condition, right? Thank goodness for the internet, because y'all got books in pristine condition in the airport at the library.
And look, dude, it's so much you can get from the library. Guess what? I'm gonna tell you something else. Okay, we talked about what your local extension office can do for you. Do you know that your local library usually know what's going on in the community? No, I'm gonna let that sit for a minute. They know what's going on in the community, whether it's gardening, what's they call it, plant swaps and stuff like that. They usually advertise things at the public library. Canning classes the flyers are at the public library. This stuff is advertised at the public library. And guess what? I just go in and just walk into these deals. Nobody else going. I know because y'all don't go to the library. So leave it alone.
Jim Dropper 35.
Jim Dropper 35 in the building. Dude, look, I'm gonna look up and see. I might get that name. TLC in the garden say if your library isn't close to you, see if they have it in digital form before you go buy it. Big facts. Big facts. And a lot of public libraries, you can log on to the site and type in the book and know whether it's there or not before you even get in your car.
Facts.
God, what else they got to do for you?
Right.
They're giving you free books. Yeah, and then it's a lot of more stuff they have, like magazines. It's a lot of good gardening magazines. Spirit Mouse Media said, I'm not sure about other cities, but here in Chicago, we have these little book boxes. Yep, that people put books in for people to take for free. You never know what you can find in those.
Yep.
Spirit Mouse. You
Yeah, they
just
have
dropped
those
one.
on. They have those on most military installations. You'll find those, which usually there's something worth picking up, even if it's just some passive reading. Very rarely are you going to find anything in there about gardening. Though I'm just let you know that. And then G Mama brought up a good point. Look for up to date books. You want something within the last decade at the very least when you're looking at these books, because there's a lot of updates that come out, especially when you're dealing with things like canning. You can find some in the older books, you can find some lost treasures as far as recipes for preparing the thing, but the actual process of canning, we found some better ways of doing it, some safer ways of doing it. Let's say that some safer ways of doing it for, to prolong your shelf life and whatnot. So, but yeah, all good points. And good night, Miss Native Cherokee. You go take care of them fur babies.
But look, before we get out of here, I want to give a shout out to the Mod Squad, G Mama Groves, Canadian Pride, Get Outdoors, Miss Shirley OG Gardner, Everyday Life of an OCD is Chick. Hey, check some of these channels out. If they ain't for you, that just ain't for you.
Veggie Farm Garden. Well,
speak on it, Turk. Speak on it for a minute.
Look, I mean, these people, it's a lot of channels out there, and it's really easy to never find these channels. Like I see a lot of channels in here tonight that I've never seen. I ain't gonna tell you I'm gonna go see all of y'all because I just, time is very precious these days. But spend the time to go and watch them. You ain't got to comment, throw a like. I know how it is being down in the comments. When you find someone, give them 3 videos. That's what I'll tell you as a creator myself. Give them 3 videos and watch 70% of that video, because you really get to see someone come into their full form in 3 videos. And when you watch 70% of the video, sometimes the video starts out slow, like movies, right? You start a movie, you're like, it's kind of slow, and then once you get 70% through the movie, you're glad you didn't click off. Right. So treat these videos the same way. People take a lot of time. It takes a lot of time. If you're not a creator and you're just a consumer of this information, it takes a lot of effort and time and passion to put these pieces of entertainment together for you guys. Now, we're passionate about it and we love what we do, but what we appreciate more than anything is for people who watch at least 70% of the video. I appreciate that more than a comment within the first 3 minutes of me dropping. It's pretty disheartening as a creator when you answer the question and then you get a comment on your video for the video that you literally answered that comment. If they would have watched the whole video, they would have seen it. Or you put a lot of time and effort into a video, maybe 8 hours into a video, and people are only watching 20% of it. Oh. And if the video isn't good, let's be like my mom said, don't keep people around you that's always going to tell you what you want to hear. Now, I'm not saying be rude about it. I ain't saying being rude about it and this video was trash down in the comments. Don't do that. But most of us, you can email us or you can holler at us in IG and send a DM. And if you really have some constructive criticism, be a real friend or a real fan and say, hey, I really didn't, I think you could do better over here. Do better over there. Because I think everyone wants to present the best quality video that they're willing to curate themselves. So, with that being said, that's really all I got. I appreciate you having me tonight, Broke.
But hold on, before we go, Turk, wait a minute, one more thing. I want to give him a little homework, Turk. And I'm gonna do this homework, and I hope you do the same thing, Turk. I want y'all to go, and I got a couple of channels that I'm gonna check out. But I encourage y'all to go find one person in the chat, go to their channel, watch it. Wait, before you watch it, hit the like button. Let's start there. Hit the like button, watch the video, and see what you think about it. I mean, it doesn't hurt you at all. Just scroll through that video, something that you might be interested in, growing or whatever. Just watch one video. And if it ain't for you, leave a comment.
Watch 3.
And say, Turf say watch 3. I can get one video I use and get a feel for you. But now something I started doing, and I might watch 4 or 5 shorts. I ain't gonna lie. I watch a lot of shorts. If anybody in the chat that I'm subscribed to, if you got a short, I'll get and watch all of it. I watch 100% of everybody's shorts. It's just what I do. But just open up and one more subscription ain't gonna hurt the 300 you already got. Let's start there. You subscribe to 300 people. You mean to tell me you can't find one person in this chat that you're willing to watch a video? That's all the homework I got. And I'm going to check out, I can tell you what channels I'm going to check out. Gardening with Princess, One Virtuous Woman, One Vigilant Watchman.
Yeah, I was already on was it Princess Garden or Garden with Princess?
Gardening with Princess.
I was on her channel before I jumped on. To be honest, I was multitasking because when you said it, you was like, "Is that a channel?" And I went, I looked it up, and it is a channel.
Yeah,
was it Gardening with Princess? Yeah, Gardening with Princess. Yeah, I watched. Looks like I watched 2 of her videos while I was chilling out, watching you at the same time, multitasking.
Hey, you don't set the stage. They got your interest.
I watched 2 of them, man. She growing. That's what I'll say. I'll say she growing. She out there growing. Audio sounds good. Videos, you can see what's going on. Yeah.
And watch Shane. Look, watch she gone now, and we talking good about it. And every now and then, when you create content, you want to hear good things. And the time we said she was already gone. Okay.
Yeah. Gardening with Princess has a nice channel. Yeah. I enjoyed what I saw in the short time that I was on it. Yeah.
All right. I've had y'all attention for 2 hours. Thank you. And shouts out to my co-host, the great Turf Therapy. Go check him out too. With your one video, check out this video. Make it 2. Come on, it's a lot. It's a holiday week coming up. You ain't working the whole week. You can watch 2 videos.
The whole week you ain't working. Yeah.
Whole week. Yeah. Watch another video. Watch Turf Therapy video. And look, watch the wine video. Watch his shorts. Got some awesome commercial quality shorts. Really cool with some cool music on it. Check that out. But look here, y'all. I enjoy y'all weekend. If I don't talk to y'all before Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving, happy Turkey Day, and anything that you grew in your garden that you put in your table, you let them know. I grew that.
I grew that. That came from mine right there.
All right, y'all. We out, and we enjoyed it a lot.